6 of the top 10 NFL teams are set to play against each other this weekend. The Los Angeles Rams travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills on Sunday at noon. The Packers will head to New Orleans for a Brees versus Rodgers matchup Sunday night, and Monday night, Mahomes and the Chiefs travel to Baltimore to take on Lamar and the Ravens. I'm AB Sports, and I'm going to preview these games starting with Rams at Bills. Since 1970, only 4 quarterbacks have started the season with 700 plus yards, 6 plus touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in the first 2 weeks. And one of them is 2020 Josh Allen. Now, I know the Bills have only played against the Jets and the Dolphins, but that is still an extremely impressive stat. The biggest test for Allen will be if he can keep it up with Aaron Donald crashing the pocket every single play and Jalen Ramsey covering his new favorite wide receiver in Stefon Diggs. This game features arguably the 2 best corners in the NFL this side of Stephon Gilmore in Ramsey and Bills corner Tre'Davious White. I'm guessing White will be covering Robert Woods on the outside, and Bills star safety Micah Hyde will be covering Tyler Higbee, leaving Cooper Kupp open for Jared Goff to funnel targets to. The Rams don't have a single superstar on offense, but they have tons of weapons, and Sean McVay is a genius coach who is known for confusing defenses. The Bills have had a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball, so the Rams' offense should just keep rolling. This game will come down to whether Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs can continue to build drives and find their connection, with Donald and Ramsey trying to get in the way. The winner of this game will be 3-0 and most likely be a consensus top 5 team in the NFL. And although I think the Bills are going to have a great season, if the key matchup in this game is Aaron Donald versus Josh Allen, I'm going Rams. Next up, Packers at Saints. Brees and Rodgers have only played 4 times in their careers against each other, and the record is 2-2. Unless they play in the playoffs this year, this will most likely be the last time, so the winner will have the edge in the all-time series. These are 2 teams in the NFL who rely heavily on one wide receiver in their passing offense. Michael Thomas and Davante Adams are the wide receivers for those teams, and it doesn't look like either is going to be on the field Sunday night. Neither have practiced this week, and that is really unfortunate for those teams. But let's talk about the players who will be on the field. Drew Brees' arm did not look very good against the Raiders, but he will always be able to dump it off to Kamara, who is probably the best yards after catch running back in the NFL. Green Bay has got to find somebody who can tackle him. Their tackling machine, Blake Martinez, is now a giant, and Green Bay has very unproven linebackers. The Saints defense is also in a little bit of trouble. They couldn't stop Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, and Darren Waller for the life of them last week, and Aaron Rodgers is a lot better than Derek Carr. And also, I'm not even sure if I've ever seen anyone stop current NFL rushing leader Aaron Jones. As crazy as it sounds, with the all-time greats of Brees and Rodgers in this game, whichever defense stops the opposing team's stud running back will probably win this game. And if I'm going off the eye test from what I saw last year and the beginning of this year, Aaron Jones is going to run wild and Green Bay is going to win this game. And lastly, the game I've been waiting for since the schedule release in May, Chiefs at Ravens. Lamar Jackson is 21-3 in the regular season in his career, and 2 of his 3 career losses are at Arrowhead against the Chiefs. Well, now he's on his home turf, with Mahomes coming to town. I'm not going to make up some storyline about how this game comes down to whether the Ravens' defensive line can stop Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This game is Lamar versus Mahomes. If you've watched the Chiefs in their last few games, they get off to a very slow start. In their last 5 games, the Chiefs have been down by 10 or more in the first half in 4 of them, but they've been able to win every single one. Here's why that might be different Monday night. The teams that get leads on the Chiefs try and run the ball and run the clock out and just punt it back to the Chiefs, but aren't able to punch it into the end zone because they're not prolific rushing offenses. It's been the Texans, Titans, Niners, Chargers. They all just couldn't put Kansas City away because the Chiefs need like 7 seconds to score a 50-yard game-winning touchdown to Tyreek Hill. So running down the clock and being up by a score isn't the best strategy against the Chiefs. But if Kansas City starts slow Monday night and the Ravens get a double-digit lead, the Ravens will run the clock out by pounding the rock on the ground, and they will score nearly every drive, making it almost impossible for Kansas City to come back due to the size of the deficit. This game is going to come down to whether a defensive player on the Chiefs can make a big stand against the Ravens offense on a 3rd down. Tyrann Mathieu, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, one of them is going to have to make a huge stop. And on that play, I've got my money on the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson to get it done either with his legs or his arm. I'm picking Baltimore to win a very high-scoring game. Who do you think will win these games? Leave your answers in the comment section below. If you like this video, how about hitting that like button? Enjoy this weekend's football, and thanks for watching.